This is the Chinese cooking channel called Chinese Cooking Channel. Today we're making lamb stew with dumplings. This is the lamb leg steak. So the meat isn't too fat. It's really nice for slow cooking. So lamb shoulder steak works really well for a slow cooker. It's not the most expensive meat as well. So we'll cut the meat into about 1 inch to 1.5 inches in size. So you can keep the bone as well. So that'll give more flavor to the lamb stew. So like this piece here, just keep the bone on it. So we're going to put the lamb into the boiling water. So you see the ones with the bones. It'll get rid of some of the fat and the impurities. So that's a good thing to do when you make stew. So you can just parboil this for a minute or two. So just preheat the pan or the wok at medium heat. I'm going to put the meat in right now. So I'm going to put a little black pepper on the lamb when I'm braising them. So I also put a little bit of salt there too. You can add more salt later if you want. So I'll just put about half a teaspoon here. And get a good sear on this. We're going to cook the lamb at 4 hours for high heat or 6 hours at low heat. We're going to put 8 cups of water in the slow cooker. My capacity for the slow cooker is roughly 8 or 9 cups of water, depending on how much meat you put in there. So you can put more water if you like. We're going to have some dumplings in the slow cooker, so we need the extra water. I'm going to cut maybe 3 pieces of ginger. So that's the Chinese content right there. I've got some chopped garlic as well, so put in about a tablespoon or so. Just chop the carrot up. Keep it in fairly large chunks. Celery, you can just put in large pieces. We have some red pepper here. Just cut some red pepper in there as well. The red pepper will give the stew a sweetness to it. So I got all the veggies going in. I got the ginger, peppers. I'm going to throw in some black pepper. So you put in about maybe a teaspoon or so. Tablespoon of salt. About a tablespoon or 2 of garlic. So just use a ladle. Give it a good mix. So we just added some potatoes. Added about 3 potatoes in there. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce in there. So that's about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. You can cook it at high heat for 4 hours or 6 hours at low heat. Or you can adjust the time depending how tender you want the meat. We're putting the mushrooms in the last hour. I'm going to skim some of the oil from the surface. So just put that into a bowl. To make the dumplings, you need 1 cup of flour. So first you start with the flour. Add half a teaspoon of salt. 1 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder. So give that a good mix. And now I'm going to add the half cup of water. So just mix that up. 2 tablespoons of butter. So mix in the butter. So keep adding the water. So once I mix that up, I'm going to let it stand for about 10 minutes before I put the batter into the stew. So the stew has been going for about 3.5 hours now. So you put a tablespoon for each dumpling here. So this is the last one going in. So that's 9 dumplings we have right now. So just put the lid back on. So I'm going to turn them over at about 15 minutes. So they got quite fluffy, right? So you can use cornstarch. So put about 4 or 5 tablespoons of cornstarch with water and just mix it into the stew so you get a nice thick sauce. So this is what the sauce looks like right now. Nice and thick. There you have it. Lamb stew with dumplings. Enjoy.